Buenos días, buenos días. Pase, mami. Buenos días. Pueden empezar por acá. Buenos. ¡Wow! ¡Qué lindo! Pasen allá.
Children's entry into preschool is often the very first time that they encounter a world that is different from their family, their culture, their ways of doing things, everything that they've learned thus far about what it means to be human and how you interact and what expectations you might have.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Are you guys ready to sing the good morning song? Good morning, good morning. How are you? How are you?
For the early childhood educator, creating an environment in which all children feel affirmed, feel welcomed, feel they belong, feel a sense of safety is one of the major tasks that we really have. And it's our job to figure out how we do that with children who come from cultures and languages and diverse life experiences that may or may not be our own, that they don't necessarily share with the other children in the program.
Josan, Josan, ni hao ma, ni hao ma.
A key part of identity, a key part of experience is our language. And for dual language learners particularly, coming to school with a language other than English and being immersed often in an English world. Does the language that I know have a place here? Does the language in which I express myself understood here, invited here? But even if they do understand the language of the teachers, that sense of who I am and my language is very, very important. This is such an important part of early childhood that it's actually written into many of the foundational principles and tenets and even standards in preschool foundations that we work from as a field. Underlying all of these is the understanding that children need the confidence and the competence and the sense of empathy to really reach across differences and to really know who they are.
Un pulpito, un pulpito.
How do you actually do it? What does it look like for a teacher to plan to create this kind of environment that's so affirming? SEAL really works with teachers on how you do that. One of the things is in the literature that we provide, and whether children can see themselves and people like themselves in the books that we put in front of them, whether they see people like me belong in the books that are prized and shared here in this program, whether they can look to the literature that's read in the classroom and see that there are people different from themselves too. So we talk about a literature of roots and wings. What are the other things in the environment? What's on the walls? What are in the posters? What are in the visuals? What photographs do we have on the wall? What can children see by way of realia that reflects their culture, their family experiences? And so that search, that sense of responsibility that every teacher needs to have to know who the families in their program are, and to see to it that our classroom is one in which children and families really see themselves reflected, is a basic task for an early childhood educator.
Familia de Roy. Roy tiene el pelo rizado como una bola de pom-pom. Hermana tiene pelo largo como el crío de un cabello. Papá tiene pelo picudo como un cactus. Mamá tiene pelo rizado como un perro coniche.
It's not just that everybody is reflected there, but how do we help children create a sense of connection? Well, one of the ways is the kind of discussion that we foster and the kind of language we give our kids to deal with it. Persona dolls is one of those strategies to create ways for them to enter into conversations with each other about their lives, about their families, about their experiences, to ask questions and to be able to be free to ask questions and to share some of their feelings.
It's sharing something really important, and then it's also us getting to know each other in a really important way. Would you like to hear those stories? Mohandas said he would like to hear stories, and I know that you all have been talking to your families about the story of your names. And I'm wondering, does anybody want to share with Mohandas the story of your name? Jada, would you like to share the story of your name? What did you bring? Come up here. And why don't you show everybody, all your friends. So what is that?
That's my mom's necklaces her grandma gave to her.
And what is that necklace made out of?
It's called Jade.
Is that what you were named after?
Wow. So Jada was named after the
Jade.
jade, which sounds like it's very important in your family. This was your grandmother's necklace?
What does that mean for you? Number one, you need to be a learner. Every one of us needs to really know who the families in our program are, who those children are, what their languages are, what their life experiences are, so that we can incorporate that into the classroom in an authentic, supportive, and respectful way.
Niños, volteen para acá. Les voy a leer un libro. El título es ¡Qué montón de tamales! ¿Pueden decir el título? ¡Qué montón de tamales!
We need to be sure that we've created a classroom in which children see themselves reflected and feel connected. And to do that through the books and the materials and the visuals and all of the ways that we can make our classrooms places that are really theirs.
¿Y cómo tiene su pelo? Descríbemelo. ¿Cómo lo tiene?
Baboso.
Resbaloso. ¿Y tu mamá? ¿Cómo tiene el pelo tu mamá?
Baboso.
También resbaloso. ¿Y Emily? ¿Cómo tienes tu pelo?
Baboso.
También resbaloso. Muy bien, Emily. Gracias por describir.
To be places where their cultures and languages are affirmed and present.
Let's hear more about Estella's swamp. Every week, Estella goes to the swamp meet. Do you remember what the swamp meet is?
Yeah.
What's a swamp meet?
Swamp meet is where you get the swamp toy.
You get to swap toys, you're right. They did do that in the swamp meet.
We need to give our children a framework for understanding all of this and talking about this and being able to talk about similarities and differences and the ways in which there are commonalities and things that are unique about each of us.
¡Uy, qué bonita! Rita, haz tu pelo para el lado para que te lo veas. Agárrenlo bien. Ahora usted, Luis. Y ahora usted. Ok, vean su pelo. Tóquense el... No, tócate el pelo. A ver, Luis, haz tu pelo para el lado. A ver, Rita, haz tu colita para el lado para que te lo veas. Mira, Luis, ¿se parece a tu pelo? ¿Sí? ¿Sí, Luis? ¿Quieres escoger este? Ok, ya todos tienen su pelo. Agarren material, ustedes van a compartir y luego les voy a dar su proyecto para que le puedan poner su pelo. Cristalí, ¿ya todos tienen? Ok. So, ahora aquí, vamos a hacer esto, niños. A ver, y descríbeme el pelo que escogiste aquí. ¿Está qué? Está... Duro, muy bien.
Quiero cortar.
A ver, ¿dónde, mi amor?
Esto está suave.
Ese está suave, muy bien. Emily, ¿tu pelo es qué?
Baboso.
Resbaloso. ¿Y qué color?
El tuyo suave. Café.
Café, muy bien.
It's important for children to have a model of adults who are really genuinely interested in and respectful of others who are different from themselves. We need to be those models as the teachers and adults in their programs.
Do you know what this is?
A regla.
Yes, that's right.
We can trace the numbers on the paper.
Yes, you can use it for tracing, and you can use it for measuring. Abby, you said the word in Spanish. What's it called in Spanish?
Regla.
Regla?
Regla.
Ah, okay. In English, it's called a ruler. Ruler.
So finally, we have to know in our hearts and to keep that sense of urgency every day that the degree to which their language and culture and experiences are affirmed and welcomed in the classroom have a lasting, enduring impact on their identity development, on their sense of place in the world, and their sense of voice in the world. What we do in these early years will have lasting impact throughout.
Mariquita, la